Good morning everyone, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming, the home of tips, tricks, guides and tunes for Forza Horizon, and it's Renault Championship today, road racing for Renault Clio 16, Lake District Sprint, Broadway Village Circuit and Bamburgh Coast Circuit, that's what we got.
So, even though it's freezing out there, we've still got loads of people braving the weather to watch this seasonal. I don't suppose that has anything to do with you, does it?
What shall I go for? I've got 3 eligible cars, so I'm going to go for Scrambled Megs. Yeah, the Megan RS 250. This is a good car. This is really cool. And this is actually quite nice. I've got the share code up on screen. I've used it a few times. I made it for a championship called Scrambled Megs, funnily enough, a few months ago. And yeah, this works well. It's pretty respectable. So let's get into it and get a new rare Renault. So let's get loaded in. Lake District Sprint. My voice is going a little bit at this point. That's why I sound a bit odd. I'm on Unbeatable. I got traction. What am I doing with that? I'll leave traction on, shall I? Because it is road racing. I'll leave it on. Stability off. That's pretty much how I've had it from a previous championship. So Unbeatable just because, you know what? I want to try and do it, right? I want to try and see if I can. This hasn't got snow tyres, so it should be quite interesting. But I should be, right? The fact I didn't completely mess it up is evident by the fact it's actually in this video. This is not going to be the most speedy of races, but I'll get there. Give a little nudge there. Got the Renault 5 Turbo Forza Edition, one of my favourite cars. There's no way it's really that competitive. It's a brilliant skill car. It's absolutely awesome if you want to be bombing around, getting your skills in. But it's not great when you start chucking it into actual races. It's quite good for... Yeah, I know. My phone keeps going off. It's quite good for playground games and stuff like that, but it's not that competitive in races unless you're not the one driving it. But 6th place, let's see if I can get 5th. Yeah, I've got 5th. Speeding up here, you lot are bunched up, so I should be able to get some easy wins. That's 4th place. Let's see if I can take 3rd and 2nd. Yeah, no problem. Snow tyres lacking, but didn't hit the barrier. I've got Ottoman, or whatever you're called, in front. You're going round pretty neatly. Don't take out the wall. Right, rewind. That's slowed me down too much. I don't normally mind destroying a bit of dry stone walling, but I'm not risking it here. Trying to do a relatively, I would say, clean drive. I just rammed off the people earlier on. See if I can pass you, little nudge. Be just a little bit ahead of me. Tapping the barrier. Yeah, and this is what I don't get. I've hit the building. Hit rewind. I tap you to try and nudge you over and you just don't budge. Then you tap me back and I end up actually moving quite a lot. I don't understand that. Where can I get these sticky tyres? Oh, and into the wall. It's one of those, isn't it? You know, if I'm not hitting stuff or flipping my car. Talking of flipping my car, almost did it, man. But no, last one I did was around mud flippers. That was fun. Because I'm recording my audio sort of in the different order I recorded my videos. But anyway, I'm in 1st place on this, so that's alright. Let's have a nice, I always say leisurely drive up to a finish line, but you are pushing me a bit. So let's just not make any mistakes, alright? And it is winter, and the thing with winter, it makes everything worse except for photography. It does. It really does. So that's 1st place. That's alright, you know. This Renault, good car. Pretty happy with it. Moving on. Broadway Village Circuit. Yeah, what should I do on that? I'll keep it as it is. A bit. Should I put the traction off and stability off, or should I just risk it? I think I'm just going to risk it. Although normally when it comes to corners, you do need, you know, to actually be able to turn. But let's see how I get on. So I was a bit dodgy on this, a bit of bashing. I managed to use it to get into 6th place. And I'm going to hit a barrier. Yeah, I always will. Because this is how it sort of goes on circuits. My voice is going a bit, so apologies for that. This is sort of how it goes on circuits to me. I always end up hitting barriers because I'm not very good at corners. I'm up in the difficulty. Give myself a bit more of a challenge. I just need to learn how to take corners now. But I'm in 6th. I've got 1st on my last one. So I either need to get 1st on this one, when I've got a bit of leeway on my last, or I need to get 2nd on this one, and I've definitely got to win my last one. But let's go. I've got another lap and a bit. Going too quick. I've totally missed, I totally missed the checkpoint, man. I was trying to be a bit clever. And I can't spin it because I've got traction stability on. Yeah, this is one thing I was sort of worrying about and actually happened. But it doesn't matter, rewind's your friend. Yeah, winter's alright in this game. It's a bit of a pain when you're racing on it, but it's really nice. The photography, you can take some really good pictures in this. Past the Renault. Past there. Well, they're all Renaults, you know. Let's hit rewind. I'm not messing about because I'm not going to be able to do it if I keep making mistakes. There you go, little nudge. Yeah, past the Renault because you know what? It's not like there's anything else in this race, is there? It's a Renault Championship. Renault Megan, which is a nice car. I'm not sort of big on the French cars, to be honest. I'm more of a German car kind of person. Megan in this is actually quite nice. I'm on my final lap. I'm in 3rd place. So it's 3rd place on my 3rd lap. Put the brakes down. Hit the barrier. Yeah. Take out some of the bollards. Let's see how we get on this. I do get the feeling I'm just going to get 2nd on this, you know. I really do because I'm just going, come on. If I'm going to mess anything up, it's going to be on circuit events. On the trail events, I can normally get my foot down, got decent straights, so you can go for it. But let's see. Catching you, what can I do? Yay, bit of well-timed abuse. Because if you can time it right, you can smash into someone, pin them against the wall. They do it to you. It's not the best technical driving, but I'm looking at going, I need at least a 2nd on here, so I'm just going to do whatever I need to do to actually win. Or get what I need. So that is neck and neck, pretty much up to the line. That's tough going, that one. But I managed to do it anyway. Next up, the 3rd event, the final event. Bamburgh Coast Circuit, which is just as well. This is another one I sort of have issues with. Yeah, I've had so many issues, I've actually had to drop it down to Pro. Because I did this a few times. I normally try and do it about 3 times or so on my setting. So I did it on Unbeatable. I just couldn't do it. I was coming in like 4th or something like that. So I went back and said, screw it. I'm just sticking it down to Pro. It's still decent, still higher than what I used to drive on and just highly skilled. So I'm just going to put it down there because I'm having a battle on this. And it's one of those where I'm not going to sort of persist when it's pretty clear I just can't do it on that setting. And even now I'm struggling on this one, even on Pro. But obviously I did something respectable with it, otherwise it won't be in the video. And there's too many corners. I hate corners. Little nudge. Sorry, little Renault 5. Little bash. Block you. Using you as a buffer. I got myself into 4th. There's only one decent straight on it, which is this one. And once you get past this, you're pretty much playing the corners, and that's where you, well, when personally I lose. That's where I lose my progress. But I'm building up here. That's the first lap out of the way. Going round. Yeah, clip the flag. I definitely don't want to be missing that. And that one. Keeping up with you. Okay. So second is really what I need on this at the minimum. I'm catching up. Okay, I'm definitely going to pick third. Second. Oh, into a barrier. No. Lost it. But I've pulled it back. So, right. You've gone off on a complete mad one up there. There's no way I'm going to be catching you. None. And this is the thing, when I was doing this Unbeatable, there's about 3 cars in front of me doing exactly this, and there's not a chance of catching. So I'm in second, on the second lap. I honestly think this is just where I'm going to stay. But I've got 2 wins off the other ones, and I've got a second on this one, which does give me the championship. Because it's all points based, you get 20 points for a win, 16 points for a second, and it just goes down from there. And the person with the most points at the end of a championship wins. So at a minimum, you need 2 wins and a second, because otherwise no one else will be able to get enough points to beat you. Anything less than that, you take your chances that the running order, the finishing order, is different than what it was in the previous race. Because otherwise you get the same people getting the same points, and ultimately once you mess it up, you've had it. So 2 wins and a second is my rule of thumb, is my guideline for this. So yeah, second place, come on. Definitely push me, just don't lose any more positions on this. So being a little bit more sensible on the corners now, because I know I'm not going to get first now. This is the straight up towards the finish line. So yeah, second place. So that's that championship pretty much sorted. You get a Renault Clio, I think, for that. I think it's quite a hard to find one. And that's that done for second place. I was going to say first place, but second place. And there you go, 56 points to 50. So yeah, championship sorted. Renault Championship complete. Highly skilled's what you need. I've been doing it on Pro for this one and Unbeatable for the other 2. And it's the Clio 16 in yellow. A few credits, you get a bit of XP as well. And that is that. What do you think of the championship? How do you get on? If you want to have a look at my other championships, I've got them up on screen now. So until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.